Here we got the 4-star Patriot private helmet. It's the new 4-star headgear that they just introduced. You see it there, a little blue helmet. Almost, reminds me of that. I think it's a Forest tactical helmet. It's like that one's like reddish, orangish type of color. But this one's a blue helmet, got some goggles, and obviously the chin strap. Nothing too crazy. But 4 stars, like I said, plus 10% accuracy with LMG and Patriot. Patriot being Patriot weapons. Feels like a cut-off sentence there. Feels like that should say plus 10% accuracy with LMG and Patriot weapons. But anyways, we got 908 portability and 1400 defense. And that's not too bad for a 4-star piece of gear, as far as I know. I mean, obviously I'm not going to compare it to every single piece of 4-star gear, but I believe that's not too bad for a 4-star piece of gear. And then we got the Patriot private 3-piece set in total. But with 2 pieces out of that set, you get 15% extra protection against LMG weapons. And with the full 3-piece set, you get 15% protection against assault weapons. So pretty nice full set. We'll show you the other 2 gear pieces at 4 stars here. So here we got the 4-star jacket. It's a Patriot private jacket, torso piece of gear, and the boost is plus 15% reload speed on LMG and Patriot. We got 770 portability and 3502 defense. Let's see. 3502 defense is not bad, especially for a 4-star piece of gear, I believe. 770 portability, that's pretty low, to be honest. I'm thinking of the light urban vest up at, what is it, like 860 or 880, whatever it is. So about 100 points of portability difference, which is quite significant. But with the 2-piece and 3-piece set, like I said, with the headgear, extra LMG and extra assault protection, so taking a hit on speed, but you're getting a boost in reload speed with the LMG and Patriot weapons, and obviously you're going to want to go with the 2-piece or 3-piece set with this. And we'll show you the legs here. So here's the legs. We got Patriot private pants at 4 stars. Pretty cool looking pants, to be honest. Looks wise, just strictly looks wise, I could see myself rocking these. We got plus 5% portability with LMG and Patriot, 862 portability. So plus 5%, 5 times 8 is 40, and so about plus 40 points, almost 45 points. Assuming that's how it's calculated. I don't know, maybe it's plus 5% of like 320, whatever the weapon is. I don't know. I guess you could probably figure that out if you did some testing. But anyway, we got 2101 defense. Not too bad. Definitely not the highest, but not too bad. And you see they're worth 11,500 cash. The other ones didn't have the cash values. Most people probably don't care about that anyway. So, and then lastly, we got the 2-piece and 3-piece set boost. Once again, LMG and assault protection. But we'll show you the 5-star gear. And now we got the 5-star headgear. New gear just introduced, Patriot Specialist helmet, and it's quite weird looking, to be honest. I don't even know what to call this thing. A couple people were speculating that it would be some sort of spotter countering gear based on the triangles on the top forehead there, but obviously it's not. And I'm not even sure what's going on with this helmet. It's kind of like a helmet mixed with like fused together with some type of eyewear that's got red lenses and I don't know, a really big nose bridge, and obviously the Very basic chin strap there. Definitely not my style of headgear, but whatever. It's not my game. But for the boost, we got plus 15% accuracy with LMG and Patriot. Not too bad. 910 portability, 1674 defense. So 910 portability isn't too bad. Obviously, no headgear, if I can talk, is 1000 portability. So 910 isn't too bad for a 5-star piece. And then we got the Patriot Specialist 2- and 3-piece sets. With any mix and match 2-piece set, you get 20% protection against LMG and Assault. And the 3-piece set, oh, that's interesting. The 2-piece set goes right to LMG and Assault protection. And the 3-piece set, you get the ignores the stopping power coming from weapons and stun gadgets boost. And that's interesting because, all the Patriot weapons have the stopping power attribute. And, prior to this, I think the Delta Assault Pants and Foxtrot Pants were the only pieces of gear capable of doing that. So that's good that they introduced more gear that's able to do that. But yeah, I think that covers it for the 5-star headgear. Obviously, it's worth $36,800 if you get any duplicate pieces. But we will jump into the vest next. And here is the vest. We got a Patriot Specialist armor. This is almost like armor you wear if you do some hardcore mountain biking. Maybe some freestyle motocross or something like that. Not really sure how I feel about it. The whole abs decoration going on there. What is that, a 8-pack going on? I'm not really a fan of that. There's really no reason to put that there other than, I don't know, some weird shirtless dude impersonation. I don't know. Not really my style of gear, but once again, not my game, not my choice. Anyways, we got plus 25% reload this time. That's with the LMG and Patriot class weapons. And 775 portability, 4188 defense. So portability still pretty low. Defense not too bad. And then you get plus 20% protection against LMG Assault with the 2-piece set. So, we still don't really know what the plus 20% is, calculated against. If that's calculated from 4188, this is a decent amount of protection against LMG and Assault for sure. And then obviously the 3-piece set ignores the stopping power coming from weapons and stun gadgets. But I think that covers it for this little vest torso piece of gear. And we'll jump into the pants next. And here's the 5-star legs piece of gear, the pants. We got Patriot Specialist pants, plus 7% portability with LMG and Patriot. 865 portability, 2512 defense. This might be a nice, just general pair of pants to wear with anything, to be honest. 2-piece set, plus 20% protection against LMG and Assault. 3-piece set ignores stopping power coming from weapons and stun gadgets. They're worth $36,800 if you get duplicates. Overall, maybe, just call me a sucker for camos, but, I'm really digging the looks of these, the overall pants and boots and, everything going on here. If anything, I just don't like the triangles on the knee pads, but, overall looks-wise, these look pretty sweet. And, obviously pretty good stats. I'm feeling these pants. I'm hoping I can pull these. That's definitely not a bad option. Obviously, the 6-star will probably be better, but we'll get into the 6-star gear right now. So now onto the good stuff here. We got the 6-star Patriot Brigadier helmet And we got plus 20% accuracy with LMG and Patriot. We're at 914 portability. It's not too bad. And 1949 defense. And with the Patriot Brigadier setup, we got a 2-piece set with plus 25% protection against LMG and assault. That could be pretty good. You might want to look out for that. And the 3-piece set ignores the stopping power coming from weapons and stun gadgets. That's pretty cool. Could be interesting. Sells for $43,700. And obviously you see the look of it there. You know, I'm not even going to bother, getting into it. Not my style, but, stats-wise, it could be a nice piece of gear. So, yeah, I mean, definitely I would keep my eye out for this one. And next, we got the 6-star Patriot Brigadier Armor, the torso piece of gear. Basically looks like the 5-star, a twin of the 5-star, but we got some blue accents now, and the triangles are this white color, and, still not my style of vest for sure, but, if I had to pick this or the 5-star, I think this one looks cooler. Should be a pretty cool, you could mix and match this with some pieces, make it look cool, but we got plus 30% reload speed on LMG and Patriot. That could be really nice for farming. I've been thinking maybe the AG-10 is a nice farming weapon, the AG-10 Patriot, maybe at 6 stars maxed or 7 stars. Then you add, plus 30% reload speed on Patriot weapons. That could be nice for farming. Then obviously we got the same 2-piece set and 3-piece set boosts as the headgear. Then we got 785 portability on this one. So pretty low on the portability, but, I think that's needed to balance out, everything else going on here. And 4873 defense. So, this could be a good amount of defense for sure. I don't know if that boost of 25% is based on that 4873, but anyway, we'll show you the pants next. Alright, here's the 6-star pants, the legs piece of gear. We got Patriot Brigadier pants, and we got plus 10% portability with LMG and Patriot. Let's see, we got the PMC Mountain pants, which are plus 10% portability with LMGs. And those, I think they're around like 890 something portability, so that's probably still going to be your best bet, strictly speaking, LMG portability. But obviously this applies to Patriot weapons as well. And so, with the SMGs, maybe the AG-10, it might be nice to get some extra portability on those. The SMG being the Nox, even the Typhoon, maybe. I don't know, it's probably not worth it, but we got 871 portability, 2923 defense, and these sell for $43,700. Pretty typical for a 6-star piece of gear. And then the 2-piece and 3-piece set boosts, same as the headgear and torso piece, obviously. But overall looks wise, I like these pants. I could see myself rocking them, just looks wise. But yeah, that pretty much does it for showcasing each piece of gear. And lastly, just to close it out, wanted to give you guys this kind of overview image. I just kind of put the 4-star, 5-star, 6-star sets all together. So I don't know, if you're on like a desktop watching this, you can at least zoom in. If you're on a big screen and it's full screen, you should be able to see this. If you're on like a mobile device with a really small screen, you might not be able to zoom in, and even full screen, you might not be able to see this. Maybe you could screenshot it, I guess, on a mobile device, and then you'll be able to zoom in. Hopefully it's clear enough and everything comes out. I just did this really quick. Obviously there's more efficient ways to do this in terms of making it display better, but I just threw all the pieces together. You see the 4-star set on top, a 5-star set in the middle, 6-star set on the bottom, and you can just kind of look at this image, see how everything progresses, how the boosts change from 4-star to 5-star to 6-star set. And that should do it for this video. I just wanted to give you an overview of all the new gear pieces that were just introduced, all the Patriot sets, and I'll probably be doing the same thing for the weapons. You know, I'll show like a 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, you know, AG-10, Nox K, whatever. You know, obviously it'll probably be a while before I can show a 7-star. You know, I'll be scavenging around for pictures of those if anybody's got any, but that should do it for this video. Be sure to subscribe for the upcoming videos where I'll show the Patriot weapons, and thanks for stopping by, and as always, I'll catch you on the next video.